Oh no. No, 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 sorry. Okay, I admit, it's not technically my kingdom of sweets, but it is the kingdom of sweets in Liverpool on the aptly named Paradise Street. This appeared a few months ago and walked past it I don't know how many times and thought, oh, I must go in there, that looks really interesting, and then never have. Until this week. It's got everything. It's got American sweets, Japanese sweets, gigantic pick and mix area, and most importantly, a reduced shelf. In this amazing bag is all the stuff that I got from the reduced shelf. Let's get going then with original Spree, in keeping with the very purple theme of this video. These look like flattened Skittles to me. The whole hard candy shell and chewy centre idea doesn't actually say on them what they are. It just says candy. They contain all sorts of unpleasant colourings that are going to make me go mental. A thoughtful portion of these, which is presumably a portion that won't make you go insane on the artificial colourings, is 15 pieces, which is only 50 calories. But I should warn you that young children less than 4 years have limited chewing ability and could choke. On to my next thing. I picked up these Boston baked beans. I think they might just be candy covered peanuts, but they really genuinely do look a bit, at least, like baked beans. I gather that baked beans, Boston baked beans, are an actual savoury thing. I'm really hoping these aren't savoury, that would be repulsive. Next up, we have, from Canada, coffee crisp sticks. Been wanting to try a coffee crisp for eons. These look amazing. Salted caramel coffee crisp sticks. Then have something which I think is very, very, very common, which is Butterfinger. But again, I've just not had it. Never really bothered. It is a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery bar made with real peanuts as opposed to whatever artificial crap America has come up with instead. Why not just eat real food? Anyway, I then picked up this Nestle Mirage, which I think is basically a Canadian Aero. I haven't had an Aero in years. Never seen the point of paying for air, but in any event, that's a Canadian version. Then, got these intriguing looking Boyer dark chocolate mallow cups. I really like Reese's and I really like dark chocolate. I'm not world's biggest fan of marshmallow, but I thought they looked really nice. Whipped cream centre. 212 blinking calories. Do you know how long that is on an exercise bike? Got a couple of non-North American things which I'm just going to throw into the video, but we won't be tasting them in this video. The first is this gigantic violet crumble, which I'm assuming is 2 pits. It could actually be a giant one that I've managed to break in half on the train home. It does say that it's the way that it shatters that matters, so maybe that's exactly what it's done, eh? But I think it's just essentially a crunchy. And then these Niederegger Lübeck Irish coffee marzipan. Coffee flavour anything. Last but not least, I couldn't leave the shop without the double chocolate Nantucket cookies. If you're going to have a cookie, have a cookie. Let's begin with the sweets then. I'm happy to admit that I'm not the biggest fan of straight up sweets. I'd rather have some protein and fat in them, but I think we should begin with original Spree, because they sound fantastic, and providing I have a thoughtful portion, I'm sure I'll be fine. This has got a neat little opening tab on it. I believe that they call this a theatre box in the industry. Trust me, anything that makes this level of noise is going to be really aggravating. A quick look in the box confirms that these are suspiciously flat Skittles. They're like Skittles that have been on a diet. There we go, there's all 5 flavours. Those purple ones, I mean, really? There's artificial colours and then there's artificial colours, because they just look... Well, I'm not sure that's a colour even known to food, is it? I will try it. I don't even like the smell of these. I think that's trying to be blackcurrant. The flavour of that is so horrifically artificial that my instinct is just to spit it out. That is horrible. Oh, these are the worst things ever. Oh no. No. Do you know what? I'm going to have to get rid of that. That is absolutely foul. Ah, yuck. Oh, it's come out white. Is my tongue purple? I don't want to go near the rest of these now. That was horrifically bad. I assume that was trying to be blackcurrant flavour. All it was kind of Blue 1 and Blue 2 lake flavour. There are no flavours identified on this. I've got a feeling that's probably because they don't even say what it's trying to be. But anyway. Ah, right. Red one next then. Should have washed my mouth out just in case this one's better. It won't be. God almighty. How does anybody eat these? I think that's trying to be... I'm not even sure. Is it trying to be strawberry? Oh, Christ. Oh, no. I just know. I don't even want to go near the rest of these. I feel like I kind of have to, just in case there's one in here that's not completely inedible. Ah, I've got my Lego cup just off to one side here. Take it away. Ah. Okay, orange next. I've got a feeling this is going to be nothing like orange. Oh, it is orange. It is the most artificial orange flavour I've ever come across in my life. Oh no. No, sorry. Ah. I've got 2 more of these to go. I've got a little pile of half-finished sweets because they're so bad. Right, yellow, what on earth are you going to be? Is it supposed to be lemon, do we think? I bloody hope it's not banana. Yeah, it is lemon. How wrong can you get a lemon flavour? Answer. This wrong. No. Again, these are just completely inedible. Alright, I'm going to very, very, very quickly try the green one. Oh dear lord, what is this going to be? Lime, apple, watermelon. If it's watermelon, this video ends here because I hate watermelon. What is that trying to be? Is that apple? I think it might be apple. It's not tangy enough to be lime. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't got through enough of one to get there yet. I don't think these are like Skittles. I think that they're hard all the way through. I don't even want to bite this to find out because I don't want it in my mouth anymore. I think that's trying to be apple. I can hardly tell. Ah! I've got a huge, great box of these. Normally, when I don't finish food from videos, I take it into work, but I don't think I want to subject people to this. And that's such a shame because it's this huge box. But holy moly. Do Americans actually eat these? Like, is this something you actually like, or have I accidentally picked up something that Americans really hate as well? Whatever the case, it can only get better from here. I nearly went off and put those straight in the bin. I've refrained from doing that. We're going to move on to Boston baked beans, which I am praying don't taste like that. They actually smell of peanuts. Peanuts and candy. Let's see what the damage is. Yep, they're full of all the usual American crap. Artificial flavours, red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 2. Why would you need blue in these? Why? You have to put blue in everything. Now, I did read something about how these were made, and apparently they're like multi-layered. They do the peanut with a layer and then another layer and then another layer, and they whiz them round in a bowl. Was it worth it? Getting absolutely nothing at all at the moment, other than a bit of sugar. I'm going to have to crack this because it doesn't taste of anything. Is there a peanut in here? Oh yeah, there is. They're slightly chewy. What have they done to the poor peanut? If I look in the ingredients again, the ingredients are sugar, peanuts, 2 more kinds of sugar, a bit of corn. That's about it. And what that leads to is it not actually tasting of anything. I can't decide whether these not tasting of anything is better or worse than the last things tasting like they did. Of course I can decide. These are far better, at least I'm not trying to throw them out my mouth. Well, not a clue on those. 250 calories per package would be 250 calories completely wasted, in my honest opinion. Thank the Lord we're past the sweets. This is why I don't like sweets. It's just rubbish, artificial crap. Let's get on to the slightly less rubbish artificial crap and go for Butterfinger. I've been looking forward to this. I can't believe I've never had one. Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. What's the actual description of this? What is it? What does it say? It says it's the good stuff. I doubt it. It's got some actual nutritional value, this. Give you 2% of your daily potassium requirements. There it is. Let's go in for a closer look. I'm gonna bite it. Crispy. And crunchity. And peanutty. And unbelievably ridiculously dry. I think it's got like toffee, caramel in it. It makes it slightly difficult to eat. Or restricts your teeth together. But also if that wasn't in there, this would just be like eating sawdust. It tastes okay. But it's now stuck in my teeth really, really badly. I'm never gonna get this out of my teeth. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just very, very sugary. It's like lots of dry ingredients have been put together in a chocolate bar and not really thought through. It feels like it needs something soft in there as well. Maybe that's an American thing. Maybe British people are used to very soft chocolate bars, but I don't think I'd bother again. Not least because I now need a visit to the dentist. While I'm trying to get that out of my teeth, let's move on to the one that I've actually been looking forward to, which is the dark chocolate mallow cup. I'm very interested to know what Americans regard as dark chocolate, because my idea of dark chocolate is like 70% cocoa solids and above. Let's see whether it says anything. I bet it doesn't. There's no indication of anything. It's really intriguing how there's no description of what it actually is. I think we must be used to that in Britain, that normally above the ingredients it has an actual description of what the product is rather than just trying to guess. This has got something called chocolate liquor. It also contains 9% of my daily serving of dietary fibre. I was expecting this to just be a smushy mess. It probably will be a smushy mess, but they seem to have hidden some fibre in said smushy mess. Here it is. It looks suspiciously like a less well-made Reese's cup. In fact, to be honest, that looks like a bit of a mess. It looks sticky. Maybe just a little bit sticky. Let's get a bite in. Oh, if I could get it out of the wrapper, that would be a start. I think it's stuck in there. These did get a bit melted on the way home because the train was really hot. Right, let's go in. There it is. Coconut? It's got coconut in it, just very slightly. The chocolate is very, very thick. There's a really good bite to it when you bite into it. But again, it has that artificial taste to it. And I don't mean you know that sweets are a bit artificial. I mean like it's made of completely artificial ingredients. It's not completely offensive. But that dark chocolate, I don't really taste of anything. Even though there is definitely a bit of coconut in there, which brings out a little bit of taste. The actual chocolate doesn't really taste of much. The mallow filling is just mallow filling. The overall effect is of me just wanting to sit there and go, get that out of my mouth now. I think that we should move on to the Canadian products because my instinct is that they will be way better. So much better that I'd like to sing them a song. Oh, Canada, your chocolate can't be worse. Let's start with the Mirage, which I think is just an aero in disguise. An aero in French. Chocolat au lait ultra mousseux. Exciting. It's not moussey though, is it? It's just full of air bubbles, unless it is actually moussey. And it's not an aero in disguise. Quite exciting. Out you come. Well, it looks like a bloody aero, doesn't it? Let's see if I'm right. Hurry up. There's something else in this, is there? It's got some flavouring in it. Vanilla. Really, really strong vanilla. That is not like an aero. The bubbly milk chocolate bit of it is blatantly an aero. But its taste's much, much stronger. In this country we have mint aeros, and I think possibly orange. Certainly used to do an orange one. They did a coffee one for a little while, which was lovely. But this is very, very strongly vanilla. Very good, Canada. Very good. I'm impressed. Not that that would take much after the last pile of crap that I ate, but yeah, I like it. Now, here's the one that I've been really looking forward to. This could save the entire video. The reviews of this stuff are amazing, although this is not a normal Coffee Crisp. This is Coffee Crisp Salted Caramel Sticks. I think I'm right in saying that Coffee Crisp is normally just a bar, but this is 2 individual sticks, which to anybody in the UK look a little bit like a blue riband. Don't let me down, Canada. I can already tell that this is real food. I don't feel like I've just put something horrifically artificial into my mouth. This is made using real food ingredients. It's very, very nice. Both the coffee and the salted caramel are coming through, but really subtly. And it's very creamy, which will probably be the modified palm and vegetable oils. But in any event, I don't care. I love that. Perhaps just a little bit too sweet for my taste. I would have liked the bitterness of the coffee to come through a bit more. But maybe that's because there's a salted caramel one. Maybe the normal coffee ones are not quite as sweet as this. Whatever the case, I would happily eat one of those with a cup of tea. Or indeed with anything. Hooray! So despite being seriously outgunned, Canada wins, but let's see if America can redeem itself with this. If you're going to have a cookie, have a cookie. And I'm going to have a cookie. These are made by the same people that make goldfish. I really love goldfish, but my God, they're expensive these days. Because of Brexit. Everything's because of Brexit. Since the exchange rate tanked, American foods are really expensive now. I want a bag of goldfish. It's about £5, which is ridiculous. In fact, to be honest, the prices of all of these sorts of shops are insane. Like £3 for a bag of M&Ms. The one in Birmingham, box of cereal, £9. £9! I actually don't know how these places survive. Who is paying these prices? But anyway, right, let's have a look in here. Interesting. Let's take a little journey inside the bag here. There they are. I've got high hopes for these. I don't know why. It's got a little bit here, but look at the size of the chocolate chunks. It actually says on the bag, baked with big chocolate. Big chocolate, that sounds like my kind of thing. Rich dark chocolate, creamery butter, cage-free eggs, and real vanilla extract. These could be actual food, kids. Let's give it a go. Chocolate first. Squishy chocolate. Still waiting for the flavour of the chocolate to come through. Why, America? Why does all of your sweet food just dissolve into sugar? I'm going to have another bit because I'm not fully sure what that tastes of. The texture's lovely. The chocolate is in there, but it hasn't got that dark chocolate kick. I do get the impression that dark chocolate in America means something very, very different from what I know it as, but then I'm a bit of a dark chocolate connoisseur, so perhaps my expectations are completely unreasonable. I can't see on this what the percentage of cocoa is. It actually says that one of the ingredients of the semi-sweet chocolate is chocolate. The flavour is starting to increase the more of this that I eat. It's perfectly acceptable. It's just not very exciting. You've also just noticed it's 140 calories for one bloody cookie. That's yet another hour on the exercise bike. I really like the texture. When you get to the chocolate, there's a very satisfying, slightly solid squelch about it. But it just doesn't really taste of much. Maybe this is because I've eaten it post-coffee crisp and mirage, both of which had quite strong flavours. It just descends into biscuit, sugar, meh. Not sure that biscuit, sugar, meh is a particularly good review for them. They're okay. I wouldn't turn one down if somebody asked me if I wanted to eat one, but neither would I go out and actually buy them because they just don't have that wow factor. It promises so much on the packet, and then it's just another load of sugar. Such a shame. I want to like you. I really want to like you. But you're just not quite there. I feel slightly violated somehow. I feel like I've eaten an awful lot of stuff that isn't really food. These two are absolutely definitely not food, and the makers of these should be arrested. These two are sort of okay, they're not amazing, they're not as good as they look on the packets, but if somebody offered me one, I'd probably eat it. And Canada wins outright with these two. This had an unexpected flavour kick to it, and this one was just a really nice, well-made wafer biscuit. I'd be interested to try the proper coffee flavour rather than the salted caramel flavour of that, just to see whether the coffee flavour was much stronger. But it's really nice. You feel like eating the second one and not like, say, spitting it out. I swear to God, I never, ever, ever want to do a video involving anything like those ever again. And these are just sort of acceptable. They're okay. The texture was really nice and I did enjoy that. But flavour-wise, if you're going to have a cookie where you can actually taste the dark chocolate. Thank you to Kingdom of Sweets in Liverpool's reduced shelf. If nothing else, this video has been researched for when I set up my own Kingdom of Sweets franchise, which you can do. Don't even tempt me. It would just contain many, many, many flavours of Pringles. Thank you for joining me. Let's not do North American sweets again in a while.